All right, remember I said I have a bunch of questions, and some are long, deep answered questions. So this is going to be one of them. So if you don't already know, the reels on here on Facebook only go to 90 seconds. So I'm also posting all the videos on Chubby Dudley official YouTube channel. This way you can watch the whole thing. And this is from John Kyle Jr. And John wants to know if I was to resurrect TWA or ECW in their prime, would I do so or start a new company? I'm trying to remember the question offhand because it was kind of long. And what attributes would I take from those? And also, what talent would I use today? I can already say instantly off the bat, talent I would use today, I honestly don't know, because I'm so far out of the loop on the independent scene. You know, I know very little, so I really don't know. I would have to, I would need a good 6 months of following the indies to know who I would want in my federation, okay? And I wish I could answer that better, really. But I really don't know who's out there. I know a few. As for resurrecting the TWA or ECW, I'm going to say this again. Huge announcement coming, so make sure you stay tuned. I will actually probably know tonight the announcement date of the big announcement. But as for resurrecting either one on a full-time permanent basis, it can't be done. It just absolutely cannot be done. Number one, you can't go back. You can't go backwards. Tri-State Wrestling Alliance in those early 90s formative years, which led into the formation of ECW, which led into the formation of Extreme Championship Wrestling, that was like time in a bottle. Joel and what his booker Larry Winters and the talent like Hot Body Stetson, DC Drake, what they were doing was trend setting and setting the wrestling world on fire out of Philadelphia. That talent is now either no longer with us, like Larry Winters, or are all in their 60s and not able to really, truly, with health issues and stuff like that, just are not able to work any longer. So, fast forward, let me stay right there. Make sure you sign the freaking petition for the banner, because I need 1,000 signatures, and do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, just freaking do it. Continue. As for ECW, it's kind of the same thing. All that talent that was there from 94 when it became Extreme up through the end, a lot of the majority of that talent is in their 50s and 60s now. So, excuse me, it's just not going to work like it was. And there was certain buildings, like the ECW Arena, the building they were running in New York. It was just all like lightning in a bottle. And it was about, at that point, I was just having this conversation last night with somebody, it was truly about the brand at that point. It was the 3 letters of ECW and the following that it had, which was growing, but not growing fast enough for what was needed to save it. So you just can't go back. The attributes I would take is what I tried doing with Liberty All-Star Wrestling when I started Liberty All-Star Wrestling with Frank and Larry, and I tried to take things that Goodhart was doing and pick up, because I didn't like where ECW was at the time. So I tried to pick up where I felt Joel left off, and was trying to do somewhat Extreme, somewhat Memphis style, somewhat Japanese lucha style with some of the modern day younger talent. So I was trying to cross all bridges, which is exactly what Paul was doing successfully. So I was just trying to do that. And I don't know, I think even now today, and somebody said, it might have been Jeremy, you might have said this, and I absolutely agree. It's kind of like with the ECW thing. I think right now, WWE is more of a whole. I don't think there's any one true draw in WWE. I think the draw is the brand. WWE is such a hot brand right now, and that's what people are going to see is WWE. If it's got WWE, if it's got WWE on it, people are buying it. End of story. So it's kind of a long answer with no true answer, and I realize that. And it's something where I would need to literally sit down on a podcast and discuss question by question. You know what I mean? It's too long to discuss on a short-term answer like I'm trying to do here. But John, thank you for the picture the other day from WWE 242K, and thank you for all your support, buddy.